everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Europa Universalis 4. So, what happened on the last episode? We fought a defensive war on behalf of Navarra, who we are trying to vassalize, against Aragon, and I think Burgundy was involved, but it was really just Aragon, to be honest, that was trying to do it. I think Burgundy joined to not lose prestige, and then they're like, I don't know if we really want to get involved with Big Boy Castile right now, who was actually slipped to 7th in the rankings because I am bad. What can I say? What are we doing on this episode? Oh, you know, also the other big thing on the last episode is we finished conquering the rest of the Iberian Peninsula by annexing Granada in the name of Spain. So, or in the name of Castile, I guess. We're not Spain yet. Big problem for us, definitely. We do have 2 missionaries. Is that that's going to take 101 months. We should get that done right away. We lack Christianity in these former Grenadine counties down here. So we're going to send missionaries. I just sent 2 of our missionaries to convert these provinces into Christian provinces. It'll take a long time, several years. And during that time, there will be revolts possible there. 2.7% revolt chance per month is not that bad, though. So this is okay. What are we going to do on this episode? What is our goal? Well, we have well, you want to show it the easier way. As Castile, we have alliances with, here, Navarra, Portugal, Algiers, and Morocco. So this, and of course ourselves. To me, this means that Aragon is probably ripe for the picking right now. We're going to have to fight against Burgundy. Whether they'll come in for a major defensive here remains to be seen. And Naples will definitely come in because they are controlled, essentially, by Aragon. But I think it's definitely in our best interest. Wait a minute, convert the Canarias to Catholic. Did I do something stupid here? I'm not going to choose a mission yet. Continue the Reconquista is definitely not something we want to do just yet. What about national decisions? Pass the Advancement of Religion Act. We're not going to do that yet. I don't necessarily want to go to war with Aragon straight away because I still have a truce with them until 1452. So that's another 2 years. What we will do is build up slight bit more cavalry, like so. That's going to be 3 more cavalry. And what's our force limit situation looking like? We're 23 out of 39. So actually we'll spend some more ducats, and we'll make some more infantry as well. So that's like another 6 units. And the reason I'm doing this is obviously in preparation for war with Aragon. Now, hopefully, at some point in the near future, we have the option to... Portugal's opinion of Castile changed by plus 30. That's really good. That was just randomly through an event. Hopefully we end up having a good fight here. I think we should be okay. Now, let me just do something quickly here. Cavalry is 7,000, which means we can afford to send like another 2 here. You can't have cavalry be more... Oh, we should actually have all of the cavalry join this army right here, because this army is currently composed entirely of infantry regiments. And then we'll have these 2 join up here as well. And you know what? I think I should actually build a little bit more I'm not going to build any more cavalry because our economy is going to be too low. We have 29 units, and we're going to let our manpower build up for a little while. And hopefully we get to 190 with Navarra soon. I'm actually going to send them a small gift, which will improve... How much is this? 25 ducats. It'll improve the relations by 15 for 5 years. And once we get to 190, we'll start doing this vassalization, which is very important. It's part of our strategy, basically. Let's check out our missions. Sometimes these change. Our manpower reserves need to recover. That's actually a fairly easy one to get done. So let's try that. Let's just do this. Basically, when this number hits 90% of where I want it to be, or of what its max is, then we'll get the 5 prestige and 10 army tradition here. So this might be a mission that we can complete almost passively. I don't need to declare war on Aragon as soon as the truce comes off cooldown here. And we should be able to get some new technology, honestly, before this war as well. Remember, the truce expires sometime in 1452. I think it's June. Our economy is in kind of a weird equilibrium, which is okay, but not necessarily fantastic. When is our truce done? January. So actually in like 6 months. So we're definitely not going to complete our manpower objective soon. But we can get some new technology here. So we have leveled up essentially on military technology. In doing so, you can see what you get. Land morale is increased by 1. We can now build armories, which will increase the regiment size that we get per province. And military tactics plus 0.2. I don't know what that does. So this does give us new infantry. I mean, okay, here's the thing. It doesn't give us new infantry yet, but once we hit level 5 in this, we can get men-at-arms, longbowmen, and, you know, if we get up to level 30, Napoleonic Square. Maybe that's fantastic. I mean, that's something we're probably going to be looking at in the 18th or 19th century, but for now, passive improvements is always good to get that technology leveled up so that you can, you know, start to progress towards bigger and better things. But mostly I want, I think it's administrative technology that I need to level up. And then once this gets high enough, we can start getting more settlers. And I'm going to focus very much, more colonizers. Or what are these guys called? Colonists. Okay, so I'm going to get more colonists and I'm going to have them colonize the world, basically. And hopefully put myself in a position where I become a major colonial power and start creating the new world, or finding the new world, essentially. Creating doesn't seem right. So our economy's not in a good place right now. Why is that? Colonist maintenance. Our army maintenance is huge. And our advisor maintenance is huge as well. I may fire an advisor, but it's a bad idea because we get more technology points the more we have. Maybe we could take out a loan if we need to. Our truce has now expired. And here's the real question. Do we want to go straight to war with Aragon? And I think the answer is going to be yes. What's the supply limit here? 23. So I'm just going to organize my troops effectively first. We're going to split this unit in half. And what is this? 4,200, 5,001. We're going to send these guys up here. And we're going to merge this together. And there's no attrition here. This is the largest stack I can get here without attrition. And then we're just going to have these guys come in here. And we are still on speed 5, which is not good. But how much are we losing per month? 0.11. Not that bad. We're going to go down to speed 4. And this is where things are going to get interesting. This is going to be a major war that we are going to declare on Aragon. And we are going to declare war for the province of Aragon itself. And we will call our willing allies. It looks like Portugal's not going to join. Morocco and Algiers will join. I can't believe that Portugal's not going to join. Let me see if there's anything I can do to change their opinion of this. Well, I guess I'll have to wait until we actually get into the war. So let's just do it. This could be the end of this Castile series, but we'll see. We'll call our allies here. And then right off the bat, these guys seem fairly fractured. Maybe I can do some serious damage to them in Valencia. So as we're walking here, we have failed. Our manpower reserves need to recover. We failed a mission. I don't know why this mission all of a sudden failed for us. But we're going to ignore these for now. And we're going to walk our 23 men in here. Algiers appears to have joined us, which is great, especially from a naval standpoint. They have a nice navy that could hopefully do a lot for us. And Morocco as well. And did Portugal join us, actually, in war? No, they did not. That sucks, but that's okay. Let's walk our 23 troops in here to take out this Aragon army. Here we go. So we have a negative, unfortunately, in this battle, and that might cost us pretty severely in men, but I think we're still going to win the battle pretty handily here. So I'm just not walking these extra 6 men in yet. That gave us plus 1.65 war score, which is not really as much as I thought it would be. So here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I guess first things first, we're going to break off down below. I'm just going to keep this force here. I'm not the best at army management, you know, I'll admit. I'm going to detach these guys, and I'm going to move these 17 forces up here just to get our war score as high as possible, as quickly as possible. We could, you know, if we get a 100% war score, we'll be able to annex Aragon completely. Is that likely? I don't think so. But that is one of those things that I really like about Europa Universalis versus Crusader Kings 2, is that, you know, if you... 1 second here. Let's send these guys into Aragon, actually. If you... Wait. I've botched something here. You stay here and continue the siege. And you know what? You stay here for now as well. And we'll just have you come up here instead. If you declare a war to claim a single province, you can still get more than you originally claimed. And that's kind of... It seems realistic. Like, if you take over a whole country in war, then you should be able to claim that whole country. Obviously, there's going to be penalties for it with over-expansion, and the other people are going to be like, whoa, these guys are really over-aggressive, and that'll hurt your diplomacy. But still, it seems logical to me. Anyway, as typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behavior in most nations, at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose in most advanced Western nations of the European continent. So we can get obscurantism, which will give us +2 revolt rate, or ignorance is bliss, -15 prestige. we're going to hit minus 15 prestige, and hopefully we'll get more prestige from this battle that we fight here. So I'm just looking to see what Aragon's going to do first. Looks like we have one Portuguese army that has decided to come in here, or one Portuguese regiment, I guess, to be more accurate. And the reason I don't really want to make a move yet, I just want to see where this army ends up. At least they're going to walk into Aragon as well. So we're going to take our 15 men, and we're going to walk them up here. And then we're going to take our 6 men, and I think walk them down into Valencia. And this should just allow us to kind of expand on 2 fronts. And if we control their entire nation, our war score is going to get through the roof. What is the supply limit? 17. So we're fairly safe here, it seems. I'm actually going to have... The reason I want to get troops here is because it's going to help us a great deal in case they try to invade from Barcelona. But, okay, one second. Now we're going to send these guys in here. Barcelona has a 30 supply limit. This is going to be an interesting fight if we end up catching them out. We don't, though. And then we're going to send these 6 men into Aragon. So this is just us slowly jockeying for position. We're losing 4 ducats a month, which is not good. Slowly jockeying for position, taking over more of the country. I think we can catch these guys. No, we can't. There is, I believe, like some kind of a march. One second. Support the Florentine school. Because of our relative nobility, we are put in a position to support the Italian artists in the Florentine school. Being perceived as patrons of international art will definitely help our propaganda efforts. We'll get yearly prestige plus 4. That's really good. We'll lose some diplomatic and administrative power and lose 97 ducats or lose 5 prestige. Unfortunately, kind of have to lose 5 prestige at this point. Oh, sorry. Don't split in half. Instead, detach enough to continue a siege effectively. We have to take the prestige loss as of right now because we can't afford to not, essentially. We can't afford the ducats because we're losing money typically. Although I guess as we loot here, maybe we'll get a lot more. What are we getting so much money for now? Taxation is higher. Okay. These guys are going to try to start a battle here. When do they arrive? 22nd of July. When do we arrive? 25th of July. If they try to leave, when do they get out? 25th of July. Okay, it's going to be a big battle. We might actually lose this one. Oh, they've decided to back off, which means we can just continue the siege, and we're going to do this song and dance again. I really want to take out this Aragon army. That should not be a surprise to you, is my guess. Now, we have attrition here, so we have to move on. We have to catch them out. This is going to stop our siege, but also we're going to have a battle. And if we wipe out more of their forces than they wipe out, we do have a disadvantage here. Why? River crossing. All right. But we're taking them out pretty effectively. At least not their numbers necessarily, but definitely their morale. We've won another battle in the Straits of Gibraltar. Seriously, we keep losing more men than they're losing, and that frightens me a little bit. But if we can just erode their morale more quickly than this... Okay, we actually did cause some pretty serious losses for them. And they lose another battle. This is more war score for us. This is 0.84. Takes a while to tick up, don't get me wrong. And I guess we have 13 and 6 men here. What is the size of this army all told? 19? 13 and 5. Okay. Are they going to Barcelona? They're going to Girona. And if we merge these forces, which is going to cause attrition, but bear with me, we'll catch them out and we'll try to wipe them out here. Oh, man! Burgundy! Coming through from behind here. And now, Portugal, please come help me out in the south of Aragon here. I might lose this. These guys are going to fall back. Oh, man, I wish they didn't fall back so far. But we're going to continue trying to wipe out the Aragon forces here. We should fight them again. Oh, you can't catch them. They're just too fast for us. We might want to start making some more troops, honestly. There we go. We got another battle here. Another one that we have a disadvantage on, which is probably the worst possible way to engage. This is an exciting war, though. We're doing damage to them. We're going to erode their confidence pretty quickly. And if we can start actually winning some sieges here, our war score will go up quite substantially. But as for right now, no such luck. So these guys are obviously falling back to Girona, and we'll follow them in. Burgundy is just getting some morale back, I think. And these guys are going where now? Pyreneo? Okay. So this is going to be another disadvantage for us, I think. Now if we can have these guys march down here. Do these guys have a leader? Okay, they do have a leader. You never want to have troops without a leader. It's just a waste and can really cause you some negatives. And we're wiping them out. It's at a severe cost to ourselves, but, you know, we're slowly whittling them down at least. And we're about to win a siege in Valencia. That's big. And we still have a huge manpower reserve here, so it's not like we have a substantial risk of terrible stuff happening. Maybe we should just siege for a while? Okay, first off, these guys have no leader, which is bad, but we'll have them meet up here. And we got to start taking some more territory, in all honesty. So let's go down to Barcelona here, which is obviously a hotbed of beautiful supply limits being huge. And we'll detach enough units to do a siege, and we'll just have those 2 units come this way, actually, and keep 16 men in Barcelona, just so that they're safe. And hopefully there's enough men to do a siege in Aragon as well. It is. Good. So it's looking like this siege in Valencia is going to come to fruition. We're just keeping 17 men in here on the off chance that these guys try to start something. And we can always fall back. They're going to be in Girona. Okay, we've won the siege of Valencia. Good news for us. We start making some better stuff happen, I guess. And you know what? We'll follow these men in Valencia back to here. This is not the most well-managed war I've ever fought, but we have turned it around. We were in the negatives for a while. And once you get momentum, you tend to keep it in this game. So we're going to just wait for these sieges to tick up a little bit as well. Did Portugal... They didn't honor our call to war. Oh my god, they're so far away. War started more than 60 days ago, so they're not interested. They wouldn't have been interested anyway. They still would have been off by like 36 points. And we're at 2% war score. We're going to need to take some more holdings before they consider royal marriage offer from Portugal. I will accept. And now I just turned it up to speed 4 while we essentially wait for our sieges to possibly go through. We can invest in new technology. We can invest in a new national idea. And I am going to take the idea of... Basically, you get a free spot of the Spanish ideas. It depends on what country you're playing as. You know, it could be Korean ideas or Ming Chinese ideas or Castilian ideas. Anyway, or I guess with Spanish ideas. We're going to take the exploration idea. What this basically means is, what technology tree are you going to invest heavily in? We're going to invest heavily in exploration. It's going to give us new colonists. We're going to be able to take over the new world, get tons of money, and we're going to really hope to have a bustling economy going for us. I should maybe consider going for warlike ideas. We'll get more ideas at higher technology levels. But I don't intend to fight too many terrestrial wars. I just want to make sure my borders are secure. And I'm totally fine with letting Portugal live, and we'll instead focus on colonization. So pretty soon we'll be able to pick up our first level of this, which will give us a new colonist. Anyway. I believe it costs us diplomatic power. So once we get 400 diplomatic power, we'll be able to invest in a new colonist. That should take us like 2 months, maybe even a little bit less. And we will just continue letting these tick up. I'm going to merge these armies just so they're strong in the event of an unexpected attack. And we're going to very closely watch this 13-strong army here. Now, like I said, we can invest in a new idea. Let's get a new colonist. And we will send our colonist over to the Canarias here, where he should be able to increase the size of the colony, which is right now pretty small, and hopefully turn it into basically like a province, which we can then convert to get full religious unity. Anyway, we have sent our colonist over here, and we'll see if he succeeds. He arrives in 80 days. So we're at 0% war score here, but as these sieges tick up, I'm noticing, of course, that, you know, this Aragon force is getting quite strong. But if we can just... I don't need to wipe them off the map here. Austria's declared war on Venice. That's interesting. Our armies are getting bigger as well because of the reinforcements coming in from our manpower reserves here. It looks like the siege on Aragon is about to be completed, which is going to give us a huge war score bonus because it is a... it's the province that we originally wanted in our war here. And this also, if we accept this in a peace deal, gives us less aggressive expansion penalty, as far as I know, anyway. But we're not going to duck out of this war just yet. We're going to wait until, you know, we're at the height of our power, essentially. Okay, the Siege of Aragon is over. That is a nice war score bonus for us. Obviously, it looks like the Siege of... what is this? Barcelona. The Siege of Barcelona is going to be over pretty soon. I do want to try to stop this kind of fighting back here from Burgundy. And if I can wipe out this Burgundy force, or Burgundian force, I guess more accurately, then I could probably start trying to siege down here in Alicante. And this will, again, improve my ability to really weaken Aragon. And I don't necessarily need to wipe Aragon off the map. I would like to do that. What is our mission situation like? Solidify papal relations. Achieve religious unity. Achieve religious unity will be easy if our colony eventually finds itself in a position where... okay, Galicia now is the province, or the culture that we desire. That's good. But it will be good for us, or easy for us to do if that colony becomes self-sufficient. And we should get some kind of confirmation of that or denial of that soon. What's going on down here in the Canarias? He's building the colony, so we'll see if this works. The culture is now Castilian, which is good. It's not Berber anymore. Maybe I skipped over the dialogue box. Now it's looking like this Barcelona siege is starting to come to an end. Defenders have deserted. We still have the superior army size. We're still losing money. We could raise war taxes, but I don't think it's necessary right now. Aragon has been discovered fabricating a claim on our province in Madrid. Well, you know, good luck to you. We continue to run at a deficit, but that is, I guess, understandable given our condition right now. Which is good. We've turned this war around. There were times when it looked like it might be a little rough, and we have won the siege of Barcelona. That's great. Let's quickly march these cavalry back here. Oh my god, what is this? It's going so slowly. We'll march our cavalry back here. Crowns often granted trading companies the exclusive rights to traffic goods in a region. These monopolies were granted in exchange for a lump sum payment and continuing revenues from the traders. We can gain 358 ducats or get 50 diplomatic power plus 15% trade efficiency for 10 years. I'm going to just take the ducats right now. And we can become Defender of the Faith, but I'm not going to. We'll talk about what this actually means eventually. Where are you going? You're going to Valencia. You're going to try to head me off at this, during the siege down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to fight this Aragon army. What I'm instead going to do is just protect them until this siege in Alicante comes through. And when it does, we could either have a huge battle in Barcelona, or we can just end it. And if we end the war... and, you know, offer them a peace deal that they may accept, we'll have... Aragon has entered an alliance with our enemy Savoy. Where's Savoy? They're like over... not that big. If we end it, then there's no risk of us losing this battle and thus falling way down in war score. Holy shit, they won the siege of Barcelona so quickly. Well, we'll see what kind of war score bonus we get here. I really did not expect them to succeed so quickly. That is... it seems exceptionally unlikely anyway. We're only at 16% war score despite our fair domination of them. And that's because they still have a relatively large army size here. So we are getting to the point, yes, Alicante has come through for us. Barcelona has the potential. What's the supply limit in Valencia like? I can't tell. Why don't we fight one last major battle? And there should be attrition here. Yeah, there is. But why don't we fight one last major battle here before we try to declare war? Or before we try to end the war. They're arriving in Aragon very soon. They decided against it. Now we're going to head them off. Come on. Can I make them march faster? Consolidate regiments. Merge all understrength regiments. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Please do. Let's see. Colonial Company goes bankrupt. One of our colonial ventures has run into serious financial trouble. If no action is taken, colonists could suffer. We're going to step in. We'll lose 50 ducats. You know, we just got 300. So this is a reasonable loss for us. That's fine. And now we have really turned things around on Aragon here. So we're going to march our troops up to meet them in Girona. And we could reasonably speaking, actually take over their whole country here. We are now at 25% war score. And we can start sieging their entire nation. Now, is that a good idea? Maybe. We're going to suffer huge overexpansion penalties, but we should probably keep our strongest army on the coast here. But this could be a major coup for us. After I wanted to declare peace and they decided not to, here we are. We'll detach enough units here, and then Barcelona definitely has the supply limits necessary to keep us alive here. So we're going to speed up to speed 5 just because we're essentially just waiting on sieges to finish. Hopefully they will finish relatively quickly, and Aragon won't just land like 70 troops. You know what? We're not going to be able to take the whole country because Aragon also has off-sea holdings, but rebels are holding them right now. Sorry, I guess at-sea holdings, not off-sea. That would be land, wouldn't it? But we will be able to hurt them a great deal. So our general has died. We can hire a new one, so we might as well. That guy's actually really strong. Unfortunately, we can't make him the leader of a regiment or an army right now because he is... Oh, no. Okay, one second. So this is what happened basically here. Our leader died, and now Enrique IV de Trastamara will rule. He has 0 stats and everything. And And that means we have been cursed. God have mercy on us all. We'll see if this works out for us. That's really bad. How old is he, though? It's not Crusader Kings, you know, so... he's 30. So he's probably going to live for a long time. So it's bad that, you know, the ruler's stats influence how well you can do. Oh, wait, improve relations. Oh, we're at plus 200. This is great. Okay. So we're going to offer vassalization to Navarra now. And then in like 5 years, they'll just become our vassal. So we'll just wait here. Yes, my king Navarra has accepted the once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to become our vassal. We now get half of their monthly tax income. That's pretty good. I guess that's the main thing about vassalization that's important. Now, finally. Wait. Can we send a... what's going on here? Why is our... Occupied by Burgundy. Oh, Burgundy owns our colony here. I had no idea. Well, they'll give up after we finish this. But anyway... Oh, they're actually sieging our area down here, too, which is not good for us. We'll send these 3 men down here to deal with them. They probably won't get there in time, though. Burgundy, stop being dicks. Okay, Rimsa has become an active cardinal. He is loyal to Austria. Denmark has now become the papal controller. God damn it. We used to be the papal controller, so we didn't really make good use of that at all. Oh, well. Here comes our battle, which we will almost certainly lose here. Oh, we won. And so we stopped them sieging us, which is the most important part. And now we'll just wait for these sieges to go up. We have won the siege of Pyreneo. And in just a second, yeah, we won the siege of Roussillon. And finally, we won the siege of Barcelona. 44% war score is about as good as I'm going to do for now. So why don't we declare... we'll disable this. And why don't we offer a peace to them now? So, full annexation is not possible. We'll take Aragon, because that is the... country that we, or the county we originally requested. Of course, in addition to that, I would love, we could take Malta, but I don't want to deal with as much, or any sea stuff if at all possible. Barcelona, I believe, is a rich province as well, which means they won't accept it. You know, each province has a different war score value associated with it. It's possible we could just take Barcelona by itself. Nope. So we can take Aragon. We can also take Girona. And then we're at like 44%, so we can take Aragon. What's our aggressive expansion penalty here? It's at plus 7.5 aggressive expansion and 28% overextension. Okay, let me think about this. We could also have them return cores, which is not something I'm going to talk about right now. They could release Sicily, annul their treaties with other nations, or you know, concede defeat, which will just give us prestige, or transfer their trade power. But I want to have them cede provinces so they're not as strong. I would love to be able to make like a contiguous border, like Girona, Pyreneo, and also Aragon, but they're not going to be interested in that. Maybe we'll take Girona out of it, and then we have Aragon and Pyreneo. And is there anything else we can get there? Malta. Well, they'll accept it, but I don't really want Malta, honestly. I could just get them to... transfer trade power? Nope. Give me some money? Yeah, we'll just crank this up. Give me some ducats. Basically, that is going to pay for some extra buildings for us. So I'm going to send my demands. I assume they will accept, and Castile should grow a little larger. Good. Good. So we will take our troops out of foreign territory. And you know what? I'm actually just going to disband this unit here. That is simply to get our budget back into shape. And we'll have these guys fall back to Madrid, where the supply limit is high enough to keep them merged. And we've lost the conquest casus belli. That's fine. We'll merge these guys up. This is just me doing some quick administrative stuff here. We'll disable this. We will apply a leader to these guys, and we will fire our other leader, because I believe he costs us... maybe he doesn't cost us military power, because it told us he was free. We also have these 2 guys here, who we can actually merge up here. So let's have them walk up here. This is a waste of time. I should probably set up multiple things to happen here. Okay, our relationship with Portugal is at a maximum as well, so our diplomat will return, and we'll merge these guys together. Okay, now let's take care of some stuff here. Overextension is something we haven't talked about yet. Overextension right now is 44%. We want to manage this by making some of these provinces that we just took our core, which means that the people there will believe that they are part of our kingdom, naturally. You know, over time this happens, I guess, just holistically, but we can kind of force it to happen as well if we want to. So we can spend 121 administrative power to make it happen here, and then we don't have enough to make it happen in Pyreneo, but we will. Let's see what our missions are now. Manpower reserves need to recover. This seems like a smart one to go with because we will just sit around for a couple of years before going into our next war. And why not improve the... Okay, first off, what are our revolts like? Almera and Granada, basically everything that we just conquered has a pretty high risk of being revolting. So what we can do is just click, you may have noticed, basically if you see these rebel factions, you can just click handle them. And we can basically say harsh treatment. It'll cost us military power, just 10 or 15 or 25. And it'll lower revolt risk by 5. So now these guys are going to be less likely to revolt. So this spend a lot of military power, but that's all we can do for that right now besides changing culture, which we can't do. We have another colonist. I did not notice that. Why is this green now? What happens if we send our next colonist? Sure, let's increase the size of our colony. I'm not sure if we can go to Terra Incognita yet. I'm going to have to look up a colonization guide or a settling guide to figure out how to expand further, but I will do so. Okay, now that that's taken care of, national decisions, pass Advancement of Religion Act. Yeah, okay, let's do it just because, basically. These are other national decisions that we can make as Spain, basically. And when I say just because, by the way, it's just to get it off of this bar of things to do. We can form the Spanish nation militarily. These decisions differ from country to country, depending on whether you're playing as a major nation or what, or not, I guess. We need to be a much stronger administrative power for this. We also need to own Barcelona, Valencia, and have cores in a lot of these nations, or a lot of these provinces that we will also need to own. We can also form it diplomatically. One of the following must be true. Aragon is a vassal of Castile. Legitimacy is at least 100, we're close. Or Aragon is governed by the ruler of Castile. And they mean Aragon the kingdom, not Aragon the province, which is obviously ruled by us. Aragon obviously hates us. It's possible we could offer them vassalization, although I doubt they'll accept. By the way, keep in mind we are vassalizing Navarra right now. Okay, we can annex them later. But anyway, we can look at our diplomat, and he should be vassalizing the country right now. Sorry, the county. Is he not? I don't want to cancel vassalization. I guess 1465 is when vassalization is going to come through here. Anyway, let's ignore that. Let's start building some stuff. We can build provincial improvements. Now that we're in times of peace, we probably should. This will increase manpower. This armory, by the way, will increase manpower by 25. Regiment cost will be 5% lower, and recruitment time will be minus 10%. So, you know, because it's a percentage increase... Oh, no, it's not. It's an absolute increase. Okay. If it's a percentage increase, you obviously want to do it in countries that have the strongest amount of regiments being able to produce, or men being able to be produced. But because it doesn't really matter that much, why don't we just put it in Madrid? And we'll do one here and one here. And as we get more technology, we'll be able to build more and more buildings. This is just to kind of demonstrate that we could build it. And we won't be teching up for a little while here, unfortunately. So I think that's all I really can do here. We'll take a look at Europe. It's been like 15 years in-game. We can't see all of Europe, obviously. France still all sorts of jacked up. Ottomans have taken over the Byzantines, which is totally standard. It looks like they're fighting a major war with the Mamluks right now, which is, you know, modern-day Egypt, Syria, Libya, or actually Libya's up here, Syria, etc., etc. We can't really see the Arabian Peninsula. What's going on in Eastern Europe? Poland and Lithuania look like they're doing all right. Poland has not vassalized Masovia or gone to war with the Teutonic Order, it looks like, yet. Everything seems fairly standard in here for now. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Again, I appreciate all the support you can give this series in its infancy. Good episode. We neutered Aragon a little bit, and I'm pleased with that. At some point, you know, we do have a truce with them for a while. I might want to push Aragon completely out of the Iberian Peninsula. If they want to, they can continue to live, you know, down here in, like, Sardinia and Corsica and these islands off of the coast of Italy. But anyway, for now, not that big of a deal. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, as the series is in its infancy, I appreciate any support that you can give it. Take that as you will. And make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of these episodes. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.